Hey guys, welcome back. This week I learned something that was very surprising to me, and that's that the Star Wars detectors are still with us. Somehow they made it through all of the Jennies, the Dark Vaders, the Stormtrooper jokes. They survived it all to make it to the brickitect 60K Star Wars MOC contest. Not only are you guys a resilient bunch, you're also very creative. I really enjoyed going through all of your mock entries and looking at all of your videos. That was until I got to the end when I watched the last one and I realized that I had like 40 tabs open on my computer and I had to select a winner, which I realized was going to be impossible. To be honest, I probably could have picked a top 20 and they all would have been contenders to win this, but with the YouTube polls, it had to be 5, and unfortunately that's what I had to narrow it down to. But I did my best. I tried to pick ones that maybe weren't the biggest or most realistic, but the ones that I thought had the most character and ones that really captured my attention and my heart. So on that, I'm going to share those with you in this video for you guys to vote on. This video is actually going to be fairly long, as you probably already noticed. I'm going to play all 5 of these. These are in no particular order, so it's not like my most favorite to least favorite or vice versa. Just completely random order. I really would appreciate it if you guys could watch through these. Make sure you watch each of the videos in their entirety, because even as I was going back through them, I noticed things even the second time through that I didn't notice at first that I thought really made some of these mocks special. So if you guys could watch each one of these, and then at the end I'll be back with you for a little bit of a recap and I'll let you know exactly how you can vote on these and what the plan is going to be from here.
We start with episode 4 with Luke on Tatooine. We have a sand trooper in the back and a nice green alien Bosk. Next, for episode 5, we have the famous Hoth scene where he's stuck inside the Wampa cave trying to get his lightsaber using the Force. Finally, in the last scene that we have, it's from episode 6 on Endor, where you have Han and Chewie invading the cell tower for the Imperial officers while they come out and see the ambush that they've laid for them. And then you go up and you see the scene where Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker finally meet again after episode 5, and they're taking him to the Emperor. Now, one of my favorite parts about brickitect is that he has a very soft spot in his heart for vintage LEGO, for old style things he used to play with as a kid. So I pulled that inspiration and used all the old figures that I could find for Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Imperial officers, Stormtroopers, you name it. I threw in some new ones to give a little depth and character to the build, such as Tatooine, but I think it really added to the MOC overall. In addition, I added some micro builds on top of Tatooine and Hoth, just to show a little bit more of what happened. So once again, congratulations on 60,000 subscribers. It's absolutely well deserved, and I can't wait for you guys to reach 100,000. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the little animation I did in the beginning, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hello, this is my Stormtrooper Hall of Armor MOC. It is clearly inspired by Iron Man's Hall of Armor from the Iron Man movies. However, it does have a Star Wars twist to it. So let me show you the features in this. So, as you can see up here, we have a lot of different armors that are being showcased in the displays. And if you move over to the left, you can see we have an Imperial Astromech, as well as an Imperial Technician showing Orson Krennic something on a holographic screen. If we move over to the right, you can see we have a weapons rack which has different groups of blasters, the large, medium, and small blasters, as well as Inferno Squad there picking out their blasters. And then down here we have a mouse droid and Imperial officer. In the middle we have a Stormtrooper that is putting on the new Shock Trooper armor with the robotic arms. And the Emperor and Darth Vader are watching as this happens. And to the side, there's an Imperial gunner holding the Shock Trooper helmet. I built in a really nice feature for the robotic arms so they can move and put on the armor. Let me show that for you right here. As you can see, they are moving and they're putting the different pieces of armor onto the trooper. Then there are the lower levels, which have two separate rooms. On the right, we have a repair room where they're repairing different armors. You can see an Imperial technician right here repairing the jetpack on a jump trooper. You can see a First Order trooper helmet, which is in development. And then down in the bottom, you can see an Imperial gunner repairing a cracked Stormtrooper helmet. And there's also a riot control shield on the table. On the left side, you can see, here, let me move this for light, better light. You can see there's a storage room, and there's a rack of riot control batons, which are these, and there is a box of thermal detonator grenades. There's some boxes in that corner. Then you can see the Imperial ground guys. I forget what they're called, but here they are. And they're pulling out a rack of weapons from a storage container. Around the back, you can see it is not as pretty as the front, but it doesn't need to be. And right here you can see the crank that is used to turn the arms and spin the middle. So you can see that. And then you may have noticed this battery box, which when you turn that on, there are some lights down on. There's some lights down on each side. You might be able to see them. It's hard to tell. Let me make it darker in here real quick. Yeah, now you can see those lights a lot better. If we continue to spin this around, oh dear, you can see there's another light in here. However, the helmet fell off the table and that guy fell over. But basically, that is it for this MOC. And so yeah, I hope you guys like it. There you go.
Hello there, this is the Brick of Power, and this is my MOC for the brickitect 60,000 subscriber contest. I'm hoping to win, and I would like to get the Podracer set, and that's why my MOC here is the Podracer Scene from Star Wars. It's based around the polybag here, the polybag version of the Podracer, and it's in that micro scale. MOC started with the actual polybag, but I had removed a few pieces like this bar here and gave it the actual used whip pieces as the tethers to the actual little part in the back, so it could be more bendy here. But there's a reason by that, and you can probably see some gears poking through here. I'll show that later. So then I decided to scale a Podracer for Sebulba, the character that he fights against during the scene. And his Podracer, I tried to make it as accurately scaled with it. Some things I couldn't get complete were angling these white lines. But otherwise, yeah, it looks pretty good. I also couldn't get a very accurate way to build these little laser connections in the middle here. I'm not sure what they're called. But yeah, I just kind of used two bars, and they're separated for a reason. You might be able to guess by all the gears and everything, but I'll show that after. And then here I've got the main little cockpit. I tried to make it look as accurate as possible in the small scale, but I'm not that great with micro scale. This is one of my first micro scale MOCs, I guess you could say. So it was a new learning experience. And just like I assume this dot here is supposed to be Anakin on his Podracer, I made this dot to represent Sebulba on his. That's how big or how small the scale is, I mean. But otherwise, yeah. Those are the two Podracers. This is pretty much almost the same as the set. Just a few things changed, and this is all custom. This, sadly, is the wrong color, these orange wheels, but they just had the right shape, so I still use them. But it doesn't look that bad. It blends in nicely with the other orange. And sadly, I only had a green one of these number 4 Technic connectors. So it kind of stands out a bit, but I don't think it's that bad. Then back here, we've got dust trails kind of following the pod racers as they go by, kind of lifting debris. So you can see in the movie, they do that. And then here I got an archway, a rocky archway. Now I would have liked to make that in dark tan, but that would have been hard to do with my piece collection. So, even as it is, with dark bluish gray, I almost ran out of dark bluish gray. I did not have much left. But yeah, it's very... I just tried to make it jagged rocks. This side's mostly light bluish gray because I started with this one and made this one a bit skinnier. This one, actually, you can't really tell anymore, but it's based around 2 burnt pieces. Big, ugly rock pieces. There's one here and one around here, but I kind of covered them up. I kind of use them just mainly for support. But yeah, it works good as the archway that they keep, the archways that they keep flying through on Tatooine. Now for the coolest part of the MOC, as you can see by some of the exposed gears and why these aren't connected, why I had to make these more smooth so they could wiggle separate from the pod racer parts. I put a crank on the side here. Let me turn on the model. And you turn that, and the entire thing moves. As if they're kind of bumping through the sand. Pod racers kind of bouncing off each other. That's set up by a bunch of gears that go throughout this thing. And a bunch of linkages. Looks like they're almost battling. Well, that's about all there is for this MOC. I wish good luck to everyone else in the competition, and I'm excited to see the results. Thanks for watching, and bye.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be entering brickitect's LEGO Star Wars MOC contest. If you would like to see the contest, I will leave a link in the description. Go check out his channel. He makes a lot of awesome LEGO Star Wars stuff, just LEGO videos in general. But anyways, yeah, so this week I've been working on something based on my favorite character in the Star Wars saga, Anakin Skywalker.
I decided that I would make an Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith lightsaber hilt. Anakin Skywalker is my favorite character from the Star Wars saga, so I thought it was only fitting that I made this for that purpose. So it was a win-win scenario. I think this is definitely one of my best MOCs. So it's pretty durable for the most part. So here's a close-up of it. I used some of the gold pieces on the side there, and those were hard to come by. I wanted to use the vent pieces. I didn't have any though, so I kind of had to make do with what I had. The middle section is composed of like the curved cylindrical pieces, which you can typically get on like a Y-wing or some other set, and it looks really good on the stand, in my opinion. I think it holds up pretty well. And taking it off here, we got the activator on the back. You've got the bunny ears. And a lot of the other buttons here and there. So it's overall it's a pretty sturdy model, as I said before. Now the top was a little difficult, getting the curve right. I did my best. I think I did pretty good considering the circumstances, but it always could be better. Yeah, it holds up pretty well. So testing it out here, flinging it around, and definitely holds up well. But here's the main comparison. So this is what I used in the process of building this, and you can see there's definitely some resemblance, and I'm really happy that I was able to get it close enough to the actual model. This is the Ultimate Effects lightsaber. So I mimicked the size and the details of this model specifically, and here it is in my collection. The rest of my collection, I think it blends in, looks really nice on the shelf. But I think overall I'm just really, really happy with how this came out, and hopefully you guys like it too. I think this is a little bit different MOC than what you would typically see, maybe like a starship or you know, like something else, landscape. It's definitely something I wish I would have seen LEGO produce over the years. Maybe they still could, maybe they still can, but you know, I think if they would have done this, they probably would have had pretty good sales, because I really like the lightsaber hilts in general. So, but I think that's about it for this video, guys. Greg and Clark, man, you know, tell me what you think. I look forward to seeing the other MOCs entered into this contest, and wish everyone the best of luck. But I think that's about it for me, guys. So I'll just give you a couple more shots of the actual hilt itself, and then I think we will be good. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and so see you guys later.
Hello, brickitect. This is my 60K subscriber MOC. Today I built the Endor Bunker scene from Star Wars The Return of the Jedi, and I'm gonna take you through this. So let's get started. Right off the bat, I have the front. I have the rebels, Chewbacca and 2 rebel troopers, Han Solo, 2 more rebel troopers, and all of the stormtroopers pouring out. I have the rebels ready to flank. Then on top I have the Ewoks and 2 little porgs back there. And that's the front minifigures. I have the blast doors back there. And let's just get right into the detail and everything. Right here I have some mushrooms right by Chewbacca. I have water. The other side I have Han Solo holding a stick of dynamite instead of a thermal detonator. And I have 2 more rebel troopers right there. And to get into the interior, there is an interior. If you pull up the shield generators, take off the top, then inside I have, I don't know, the lighting's bad, I have some troopers, rebels, or Imperial troopers in there. I have a little Death Star and stars back there. I have the computer consoles. I have a coffee machine. I have a droid, and that's the interior. Next up, this is the roof. I have some of the Ewoks on there. I have a Ewok messing around with one of the shield generators. I have lots and lots of detail. I have the porgs, of course. I have a little antenna and some grass up there. Then if you put the roof back on, there's a tree back there. I have a little Harry Potter owl, a little Harry Potter wand up there. Then I have a little tiny Millennium Falcon flying around the tree. I have more mushrooms, some more foliage, and then on the back, this isn't my favorite part, but I do have a little hill devouring the whole bunker. Just taking you around. I have some grass, more grass up there, right by the tree, and then here's the side. And the cool thing about this tiny little MOC, I have some little Easter eggs. So, of course, I showed you some already. I have the owl, that's 1. I have the Millennium Falcon, that's 2. I have the Porgs, that's 3. I have the little Lightning, that's 4. I have the old-fashioned dynamite stick, that's 5. And then on the interior, the coffee machine in there, if you want to take a closer look, that. And that equals 6 altogether for 60,000. And I also have 6 rebels, 2 there, Han Solo, Chewbacca, that equals 60,000. And I also have 6 Ewoks. And that's almost it. I'm pretty sure that's it. So hopefully you enjoy my MOC. I appreciate you taking a look at this, and peace out.
We've officially made it through all of the entries. I want to thank everyone that's made it this far in the video for watching all those and taking the time to do that. At this point, I'm going to have a poll popping up at the top of the screen. I'm going to go with both sides because I never know, but it's going to pop up there. And what I'd like you to do is go ahead and pick your favorite MOC of the 5 that you've watched. If you need to go back and see one again, or maybe recap one, I'm going to have timestamps down in the description for each of the 5, so you can go to that timestamp just to make sure you're making the right choice, because this is an important decision, because the winner is getting a Lego set that is down here. The winner of this, of course, is going to be able to choose which of these 2 sets that they would like me to send them. So very important decision to make here. You're about to make someone's day. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to be monitoring these results, and I think on Wednesday morning, I'm going to give this like almost 2 days for you guys to see this video and then to vote on it. Wednesday morning, I'm going to announce the winner, and then we'll go from there and let them choose which one they want. So thank you guys for doing that for me. Thank you to everyone that entered. Again, there were a ton of really good ones, and if you want to see some other ones that I thought were really fantastic, I'm going to have those linked down below so you can watch those ones, and hopefully yours is in there. If I did miss you, it wasn't because you had a bad MOC. It was just like at some point I had to be like, okay, out of the 40 that I chose, these are amazing. So thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank you so much for 60,000 subscribers. We're already on our way to 70, so we're gonna have another contest here soon. At least I hope so. And this is just a really awesome thing to be able to do this. And I just want to give back to everyone that's given to me. You guys give me so much joy. And even in just watching these videos, I just had such a blast seeing them and seeing the little Easter eggs, and the fact that you guys actually watch these videos. It's so cool. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, we're going to announce a winner in a day or 2.